3 days into the game, we've already unlocked 2 different areas. Let us head to the newest one, the navel of the forest. One thing I'd like to bring up, I will probably not be working on the second and third Pikmin, as great of games they were. I mean, they are quite lengthy games. I've truthfully only ever finished through the first game one time. And the third one I haven't even 100% completed story-wise. So I may have to practice on those quite a bit. Plus showing off those challenges in the second one. Even that I technically haven't completed the second one either, because of getting those best ranks on the challenges, having to go through them deathless pretty much. It was too difficult for me, so I'm probably just gonna stick to doing this game where it's not too lengthy and I've had plenty of experience with. Not that I won't have experiences with the sequels in the future, it's just... Well, yeah, I mean... I'll be content with going through the first game as it is. And there's also a challenge mode in this game, before I forget. Basically, try to increase the population of Pikmin as much as you can until that day's over. Throughout the 5 areas, spoilers, there are 5 different areas to go through in this game. And it's kind of, it's nothing particularly special. I don't remember much memories from it. I remember not playing through it much, instead sticking with the story mode, and after playing through it, I can kind of see why. It's nowhere near as fun as the story mode. The final level was kind of neat, but the rest of the levels were just meh. Just having to pick up a bunch of pellets, sometimes enemies, but mostly pellets. Just increasing population, not picking up treasure like in the second or third game. It's nowhere near as exciting, so yeah. If I will ever show off the challenge mode, it's probably only going to be for like 1 level. It's hardly worth recording. It's only mildly enjoyable, as I've indirectly stated. Those challenges in the third game are like a dozen times better. I've spent just as much time on them as the story mode. That's how much they've improved. Whoops, I didn't mean to check that blue onion. Looking at it, that onion clearly doesn't look anywhere near big enough to hold hundreds of Pikmin. I mean, how exactly does that work? Do they shrink in size if they're sent back in there or something? If it is, it's never been explained, but you know, that's big end logic for you, I guess. And there's a treasure over there. It's a tease! But we should be able to pick it up before too long. We'll just need 15 Pikmin. And there's another treasure kind of in the opposite direction, about the same amount of distance. That's one of the reasons why I brought my red and yellow Pikmin out here-ish. I mean, obviously I'm gonna need them, but that treasure is particularly what I had in mind. And as you can tell, those colored Pikmin are not able to swim. That's why I didn't bother bringing him out here. I didn't want him to be a distraction. Didn't want to accidentally throw them colored Pikmin in the water or something. Get them doused and drowned. While being able to breathe underwater is the blue Pikmin's only ability that the others have. It's definitely, they're definitely more of a use. They're definitely more relevant than the yellow Pikmin. Is there a part from those bread bugs? I forgot. It is so difficult to land on them perfectly. So I failed. Whoa, someone's drowning. Come on, get out. My whistle is doing its job. So the best way to get those bread bugs is if they get a pellet or something. You have them get knocked into the onion. We can drain majority of its health bar and have one Pikmin land on it, and voila. Another thing I should definitely get done. Actually, what am I doing? I need to get rid of these insects down there. But anyway, as you can tell, surrounding the onion would be some walls that are unbreakable except for them bombs, as I have stated before. So I must take care of them on this day, as many as humanly possible. So now that those insects are out of the way, they're clearly not very formidable, but if you're not careful, they will devour a few of your Pikmin before you get to fight back. So how many Pikmin does that part require? Majority of the parts maximum require 50 amount of Pikmin. So if you're able to get the right color, if not too many of your Pikmin die, you should be able to have enough Pikmin for that part. No sweat. You know, I don't care. It's gonna have them blue Pikmin reproduce. But I could probably use some more yellows as well. In fact, I most certainly will. Don't want to have the wrong colored Pikmin get the pellets. You clearly won't get as much Pikmin that way. So, with here my minions, my Pikminions. That's kind of catchy, Pikminions. Or I just have terrible taste. But I digress. Before we broke some stone, and may as well have these, whoops, damn it, have these blue Pikmin all flowered, and more so ready for combat. Automatic gear. Another thing I like about the game is how Omar describes the parts he picks up, what he states in his logs. I mean, it is more than just kind of tutorials after levels. You actually have Omar explain about his family. There's a bit of philosophy to his logs. What can I say? It's a positive. One of the many positive things about Pikmin. No voice acting, but you do not necessarily need it. Right, let's bring some yellows and some blues. Reds will stay put for now. Let's break down some walls. As stated, I would get done many times before. Unlike the sequels, just simply Olimar is able to use geysers. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, too late for it. My apologies. That only Olimar can use the geysers. You can't have your Pikmin not able to have your Pikmin go for right on them geysers as well. Not even the blue colored Pikmin. Let's see, just wait a minute. Alrighty, so let's leave the yellow Pikmin out of there. Bring the blue Pikmin back for that part. Again, it truly is amazing how quick experts are able to make it through this game in about 7 or so days. I mean, we're 7 days in 5 areas. That means there are 2 areas that the minimum of time it would be a couple of days. The first one, obviously being one of the 2, since you have to spend that first day not being able to pick up everything. I'll just be content making through in under 20 days, though. It's still a pretty good time. Not too much wasted, so don't forget these. I'm still not sure when exactly I'm gonna head back to the earlier areas. If I'm gonna do so on the 5th day, if I'm gonna spend some more time here, increasing the amount of Pikmin I have. I mean, if once you clear off the corpses, they will not be there for like 1 or 2 more days. But if you leave to a different area and come back, so will the enemies in the area. So it's one thing you have to consider. Enemies taken care of when we go on the next day, but not the days afterward. Which, of course, you could take advantage to picking up even more Pikmin. Careful. No, 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 no. That could have been quite bad. Were there really only just 7 bombs there? Well. Oops. Threw the wrong Pikmin. Move, fool. The day is clearly coming to an end. Thanks to me not plucking these men, we are able to have them flowered so we don't have to use any nectar on them. Although, of course, there would have been plenty of nectar nearby anyways. But yeah, now that we have all 3 colors of Pikmin, we're able to pretty much get every part within these 3 areas. Just doing them in different orders would be a better choice than others. Okay, I'm seeing there's one Pikmin there. What is that part again? What was that part again? I don't remember. I thought I brought that particular one to the onion already. Oh yeah, that's the bread bug, isn't it? It's nothing to worry about. Yes, it is. Got worked up for nothing. And it had to be during the last several seconds too. There's no way I'm gonna have time to drag that bread bug, which sounds nasty, to the onion on time. Take off. Off the GameCube's original name goes. And I lost a Pikmin. Guess I was too late to whistle it. I was hoping to not have any left behind. I feel more guilty of that. Because at least there's a lost in battle, they lost for a good cause. Left behind is just kind of shameful. But still a good day's work.